Lancer, Rouxls Kaard, and Queen are characters/villains from the game Deltarune. Some of the relatively earliest characters we meet in the entire game, actually. The earliest being Lancer. But a character like Lancer, for example, is a weird case of our introduction to the Dark World. Lancer is unserious, he's goofy, almost like a toddler, and I'm sure he's very proud of that. A comedic character that has a somewhat major role in the story can literally break the experience into pieces if done wrong. But characters that avoid that trap do exist. The trap of the unlikable clown. In other words, Lancer is a blue spade card that takes form as a cutie patootie in the Dark World. He has a dad and an older brother named Rouxls Kaard. Now, Lancer doesn't consciously make jokes for the express purpose of being funny. Lancer acts like a 5-year-old and has no idea what is going on. Comical cluelessness is built into Lancer's character and actions. He barely has any idea how to be a bad guy. Lancer challenges us to a race and then purposefully loses the same race for a very understandable reason. Going into Lancer's room plays a cartoon squash sound, however going outside plays it in reverse. I feel like Lancer is the best major tension inhibitor in all of Chapter 1, and he's only an inhibitor when he needs to be. The seriousness of many moments in the game that he's in isn't really ruined at all. Instead, he adapts and fits the scene instead, and Toby does it near perfectly at that. Lancer turns apprehensive and timid when faced with an actually serious situation and doesn't downplay it, even though he is mostly the Joker of Chapter 1. Yes, I know what I said. The music fits Lancer well too. I mean, it's Toby Fox, come on now. It's just a goofy and funky version of the main Dark World motif in Chapter 1.
What do you call this in English?
A casket.
A coffin. What about this?
A ghoul.
A ghost. What about this?
A cadaver.
A skeleton. And this?
The cranium.
A skull.
In the case of Rouxls Kaard, his older brother, now it's a given that he's done differently as a comical character. I don't know how true the deeper and darker theories are, but I still want to mention some key things. Rouxls Kaard is Rouxls Kaard in the Dark World and a Rouxls Kaard in the light/real world. Rouxls Kaard has this hilarious aura, as in when you see Rouxls Kaard on screen, the tension of whatever moment you're having, whether the game has already taken a turn and the stakes are high, when Rouxls Kaard steps in, you're snatched into a completely different world where only goofy and hilarious things will happen and nothing else. I feel like that's a big part of his personality. He is a true Englishman. The music definitely mirrors his tough attitude as well, as a slightly modified version of the motif also present in Lancer's theme. Queen is special. The funniest villain in Deltarune so far. Literally everyone agrees on that. I don't think anyone can disagree really. Like, should ask anyone. Her queen-like attitude, the hilarious remarks she makes sometimes, and the way she seems both incredibly unserious and stupidly serious, all at the same quantum footprint of time and space. Whenever she shows up on screen, you won't know if you should be scared or relaxed. Every moment with Queen makes you forget how graphically vulgar her evil plan is. I would say something else, but that might be spoiler material. And despite all that, her character still remains somewhat consistent. The humor doesn't champion her own intentions, maybe distracts from them slightly sometimes, but she goes back and forth from evil dominator to a lady with no idea what she's doing. And those two extremes shake her character into an antique cup of freshly served battery acid. There's probably a lot more deeper things about her character and its themes that I'm not touching on here, of course. Same goes for all the other characters. These are just my basic thoughts on all three. Well, it's been nice talking to you guys about comic relief in Deltarune. Hey, wait, we weren't talking. This is a video. My video. This is just a one-way conversation. I'm doing the talking. Also, my next video might be about Silksong because it just came out. See you later, everybody.